EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens.
White 47, check white 47. Hey, here I come. Hey, lady. Here I come. Deuce. Hey, lady.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second and 11 now. Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I'd have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
He's coming. Sponge. No, hey. Say,
On first down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Not today. 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming after you. Check 99. Hey.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 4 down. 4 down. Lady. Get wide. Ready. Check. 59. 59.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Darius Leonard providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do they do? Get it to the
sitting here, don't have a ton of energy.
Find a matchup,
booth. I heard
create
about
it,
Cody
exploit
Bryant,
it, and try and move the football.
Awful. You know, prayers out to the Bryant family.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Can't believe it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check 53 is mine. Let's go, let's go.
Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Out.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Darnold from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now 4th down.
Jesus Christ.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Hey. God, I'm
Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Ravens nothing.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 22, Jet cover. 22.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. He'll run it. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
He may try and run for this. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go now. Squeeze. You said read. Wrap it.
This time, Jackson will throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. Jackson on first down. Steps away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, it's our house. Let's go. Hey, we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike, we're gonna
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
check three. Shift. Young lady.
Here's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Check, 59. Check tight.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 60 yards.
Good for a Baltimore first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Watch the whip. Check 43. Kill. Watch out.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the move. They're running, man. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 52. 53 is the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because You can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's BAL. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays. Because
it's caught.
What do you guys
Inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Obviously, we know that plays a glitch.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, I got cover 2 call. I got a guy over there. Like,
so with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw again. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. On
first down, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Darnold. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike's 46. Over. I got you. Both sevens to Mike.
Now Darnold. He's got Adams on the hookup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Darnold down to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Darnold to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Check, 59. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
BAL is blocking.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So we got man check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike, 53.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
53 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Jet on.
From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Jets take over
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 47. Red 80. 47 is the mic.
To throw is Darnold. Got a man, it's Barrios, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Here we go, son.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Gross, dude.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you, punk. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got it.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Come on, set. Let's go. Come on. Switch. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. C.J. Mosley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Darnold from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
53, check 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike, 55. 55.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You can't block me up. You can't block me up.
Jackson now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to
Look
start
at
matching
this
each other's
fucking
movements.
awful throw.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second and goal.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for Mark Andrews, incomplete. Brings up
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
intended for Marquise Brown, incomplete. LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. One last shot for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught.
This is terrible.
Ravens touchdown.
This whole game is so dumb.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slip. Hey, check 20.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And the Browns first down.
Good. 180. Check 55. Mike. All day, dog. Tight on. Hey, alert 33. Check 43. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play fake. Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Brown.
Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Now been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Off play action. Croder escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Crowder. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. From the gun, here's Love. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Check 59, Mike. 12. 59, Mike to 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Play it. He's checking, he's on. Ready.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Going deep here for Landry. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On first down, Croder. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Tight line. 4 down. Check. Rock it. Shoot. Fair. Get it.
Throwing again, Crowder. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
10 logo. Mike, 55. X3. 218, chopper. Get in the weight room. Say. Go on.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Croder. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Falcons' 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hit it.
On 1st down, Hoskins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
60 or.
At the 25-yard line.
Cut.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crowder, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Double tight. 4 down. Hey, wahoo! Yo. Shoot!
Back to throw. Crowder. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
22, he's coming. 20. Hey, exit. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jet bomber.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go one more. Ready?
Now a give, right side. Hoskins, and some space here. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. I got you, pop. Check the backer. Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Hoskins looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking to throw. Crowder. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chad Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jerry Tillery able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Luck now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, high 7. Watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Luck now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
To throw is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, check. Hey, orbit.
Here's Locke. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA.
Check out. 380. 11Z. Watch tight end. 3 down. 12. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Clock throwing again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Mike 22.
The final shot before the break. Lock. And that will be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Locke. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Good move by Gurley. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Switch. He's coming.
Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck airing it out deep for Wolf. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for LA. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. 12.
Now Luck. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Mike 55. Ready.
From the gun, Croder throwing the out route incomplete. It's Phillips. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. Go. Look at me. Go. Big rip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 3rd and 2, Luck. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Monday.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Luck. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down, Rams. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check your hot read.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And they're in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! LA football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
12. Like 22, he's counting 22.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Rams on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is third down and 12.
3 down.
Now Luck. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
Squeeze. Now.
They'll try the left side. Hoskins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Phillips. And this is going to be another first down as it's tackle's going to be